Hello, folks. Just want to share my story of delirium tremens and alcoholism and how bad it can be. I can remember, I want to go back to the roots because I can remember being in the assembly at the school, Arbroath High School. I'm from Scotland, I'm from Arbroath, and there was people up sharing their stories about drinking, drugs and stuff and how you shouldn't go near it and stuff. And I was like, yeah, the usual stuff, just laughing at it. But to be fair, uh, it kind of, I did hear it. I didn't ever drink a drop in my life till I was 27. Maybe once or twice, maybe just when I was younger, pretending, was pouring out and stuff. I wasn't really drinking it. And what happened was I had the day off work and a weekend off work, and the guy from my work had a he had a day off too, and because we worked on a rotor system, I says, "You want to do something, Peter?" And yeah, went through to Dundee, and my panic attacks and anxiety kicked in really bad. I'd suffered from it from for a lot of years. And Peter said to me, "Have a pint. That'll calm you down." So it did calm me down. To be fair, he went to the local Witherspoon, says, "Have a pint." And it's like, yeah, it did calm me down. And I thought, here, I found the cure. I've actually found a cure. So what I done was I uh, I bought a crate of beer that night. Then the next night, then the next night, then the next night. And after about 6 months, I kind of realised here, I think I'm addicted to alcohol. Next thing, I'm giving the shortened version, but I'll make more videos to explain it all. Next thing, I've lost my job. Next thing, I'm on PIP disability. Really ill. Really ill. But what I'm coming here to speak about today is delirium tremens. And I want to tell you how really serious this is. It can actually kill you. But just about a week ago, maybe just over a week ago, I'm still not fully over alcohol yet. I'm getting off it, but I'm not over it yet. What I done was I got told that my dog was getting put down. Well, I got told my dog was ill with cancer and the offer to put her down, and that kind of upset me. So I started really heavy drinking again, really heavy, and I ended up with gastritis in my stomach because my stomach couldn't handle any more alcohol. But I had a problem. I was going through withdrawal, so I needed alcohol in me. But alcohol irritates gastritis, so it's like I couldn't win. But I went through 2 days of hell. I didn't even sleep. I went through 2 days of absolute murder, folks. Murder. And I mean, I was actually crying. I was like, I wished I was dead at the time. I'm going to be honest, I do. So after the 2 days, for some reason, the gastritis in my stomach stopped. I also hadn't eaten in 10 days. I wasn't eating food during this intoxication period, and with the gastritis. So what I done was, after the 2 days, for some reason, the gastritis stopped, like I just said, and I said, right, okay, I'll uh, I'll I'll eat again. I was able to eat light stuff like soup, a bit of chicken, a bit of rice, just light stuff on the stomach and that, and I was doing fine. And I thought, here, then 2 days I was lying withdrawn on the settee. I think I beat alcohol. So this is the main point I want to get to: the delirium tremens. I was absolutely compass mentis all the way through this, and I'm just gonna be brutally honest, okay? It was late at night. It was about 11 o'clock. I'd been off the alcohol, like I say, for a couple of days with the gastritis and stuff, and I was still feeling the withdrawals. I was a wee bit shaky. I was a wee bit sweaty, and I walked through from my dining room to the living room, and I heard a voice saying, "Paul," and I was like, "What?" And I looked round. There was no one there. There was absolutely no one there. No one at all. So I thought, must have just been something I heard, or it just my brain, nothing really serious. lay down on the sofa, turned round. Next thing, this not a woman, the head of a woman came running at me, and like an old haggard woman. It's weird. And I've had sleep disturbances before, but not like this. And I close my eyes, and next thing I'm hearing all my mates having a conversation. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I do have mental illness. I suffer from panic disorder and anxiety, but I don't suffer from schizophrenia or anything like that. So what happened was I couldn't take it anymore. I was seeing a lot of stuff. I was seeing a black woman standing there and stuff. So what I done was I turned on my side, away from it. It's like, come on, Paul. It's just in your mind. My name's Paul, by the way. It's like, it's just in your mind. Don't panic. Don't worry. It'll go. It's just an hallucination. And then, just as I was on the verge of falling asleep, this black shadow person, that's how I can describe it, as ran across at me, right across from where I heard that first voice, Paul, right across from the dining room to the living room, and screamed in my ear. Not screamed actually, quite a gentle voice, and said, "See, Paul." And I'm not joking, I jump up in a real rush. Now, I'm a 37-year-old man. I went upstairs and I said to my mum, would it be okay if I sat here tonight? And she says, "Hey, what's happening?" I says, "Mum, I'm really suffering here. I'm really going through this. I'm really going through a lot of crap here." She says, "What do you mean?" She says, I'm seeing things that's not real. This is a shortened version of the story. I will go into it in more detail in future videos. So what I done was, I said, "Mum, would it be alright if I just sat here in the end of your bed?" Imagine that, 37-year-old man. Said, "Yeah." So the minute I sat there for about an hour, I put my head down. Next thing, this person's leaning over me again saying, "Come, Paul. Come, Paul." And I was like, what's going on here? Now this went on for about an hour and a half. And then I seen 4 puppets sitting at the right side of me. And one of the puppets turned and said to me, "Can I help?" And I was like, oh, this is just going too far. So what I done was, I got a towel and I put it over my head to stop these hallucinations and stuff. And but I had to breathe. I had to have a little bit of air, so I couldn't put it fully over my head. I put it all the way across and tried to keep my nose out. The next thing, there was a little bit of a gap. I want to try and keep this video short. There was a little bit of gap came in, and this person came in my face and says, "Come, Paul," and it kept saying, "Come, Paul, come, Paul, come, Paul." It's like, will you shut the hell up and say? I got that angry at this point. I was afraid, and I said, "Will you say something else? Then shut up." Come, what happened? Said something different, says, "I'm taking you." I was like, what's going on here? Now, I said to Mum, okay, I've came off the alcohol too quick, because to be fair, I was drinking a lot of units, a lot of alcohol. "I've got 4 ciders downstairs, Mum. Could you come down with me, please? Because I'm afraid, because I know this is going to happen." So my mum says, "Don't be stupid, Paul, there's nothing there." So I walked to the top of the stairs. No, I says, okay, be strong. Stood at the top of the stairs. There was a person standing black at the bottom of the stairs peering at me. Like a shadow person again, peering at me. And I was absolutely terrified. My mum says, "What's wrong?" I says, "There's a man down there." Not a man, there's a woman standing there looking at me. It's like, don't be stupid. Now, I had 4 bottles of cider just close to the bottom of the stairs. What happened next was my dog came out the cupboard. Okay. And for some reason, when my dog walked over, it moved. So it's like, right, I took my chance. I ran downstairs, I grabbed the ciders, I drank 2 of them. Very strong ciders. Well, not very strong. 8.4% or some rubbish like that. So, Henry Weston's. So, what I done was, Mum says, "You feeling better?" I says, "Yeah, I am." I put my head on the pillow. Next thing, "Come, Paul." I was like, oh, I'm going right off my trumpet with this. The next thing, I says, who's playing music at this time in the morning? By this time it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, who's playing music? Someone's playing music here. Mum's like, Paul, there's no noise. I was like, well, my dad maybe left the television on, went next door. My dad's television's off. It's like, right, okay, I must have left my telly on downstairs. It was loud. So I ran downstairs. My television was off. Ran outside. I could still hear it. It's called audible hallucinations, and I'm telling you, I had hallucinations that whole night. And eventually, I drank the four strong ciders, and it was still going on. And I found another two in the city. I finally drunk them, then everything settled down. Like I said, this is a shortened version. I can't describe what I've seen. Now, please, people, if anyone's watching this, if I even get one view, just please do something for me, please. Well, for yourself. Do not ever touch alcohol. The hallucinations and it's the audible hallucinations that were actually more frightening, but I'll tell you that hallucinations are horrendous when you get alcohol dependent. I've been drinking for over a decade. It seems to happen. I've went on the internet, I've checked with doctors, I'm also under the Tayside Alcohol Problem Service, and they've says, yeah, that happens when you're a heavy drinker and you've drunk too long. Do not mess with alcohol. Don't touch it. I know maybe some people say, but it's alright to have a glass or two, but I thought that as well at one time. And then look at the state I ended up in. And there's hundreds of other testimonies on the internet to confirm this to you. Stay away from it, it's poison. It's absolute poison. I'm still alcohol dependent. I'm getting help. I've got to get benzodiazepines from the doctor, but they won't prescribe them. They gave me a small dose the other day just to calm me down because it was in that much of a state after that experience. I'll just go the short name. You need benzodiazepines, okay? Librium. Librium is what you need, or Valium, just to get you through that period, and you'll need a dose for about a week. And I'm already on heavy medication. I'm on quetiapine and I'm on fluoxetine, which is basically Prozac, another 4 tablets as well. But I absolutely implore you, my friends, and I beg you, please don't touch alcohol. It's so deadly, it's unbelievable, it's toxic. And I got told that basically when you get to that level, your body's shutting down and you've got to watch for seizures that can actually kill you when you get to that level of alcoholism. So maybe no one's listening, maybe no one will look, but I just want to warn people that alcohol can kill, alcohol's deadly, alcohol's wrecked me, completely wrecked me. And thank God I'm getting help. If you're in the same situation as me, you need to get medical help straight away, even if you need to go to the AA room. It says actually people that are at that level of alcoholism, that are seeing things and hearing things and going through this, they actually, when they get put in hospital, they get put in the ICU unit, the intensive care unit. It's a very serious thing. So don't mess with alcohol. And you'll be alright. I'll make a few more videos, guys, to explain exactly what happened to me. But I just, please don't drink. Please don't be like me, be stupid. Don't drink. It's only the grace of God that's pulled me through this. Okay, you take care, okay? God bless. Goodbye.